Hello and welcome to day 2 of my stress-free holiday series. We've got 3 more sleeps to Santa. The excitement in this house is just unbelievable. So getting back to my series, as we discussed yesterday, this series is specifically talking about all the trials and tribulations that we're going through for Christmas 2020. And it's focusing on those of us who can't get to family gatherings this year, which happens to be a lot of us. So yesterday I discussed my first tip, which is to plan, and that is to plan around any triggers, anything that upsets you. Today I'm gonna talk about setting healthy boundaries on social media. So what exactly does that mean? What does it mean to set healthy boundaries on social media? So setting boundaries is either avoiding social media altogether or perhaps unfollowing certain people. Why would you want to do that? The main reason is for our mental health or our emotional well-being. I'm a massive fan of social media. I use it in 2 ways. So the first is my business, which I'm doing right now. And I use my business accounts to spread positivity, to inspire, to connect with people looking for tips or coaching on how to have a happier, more balanced, more confident life. The second way that I use social media is through my private accounts. As someone who lives abroad, I don't have face-to-face contact, although not many of us have face-to-face contact right now anyway. But as my family are in Ireland and I am in America, it's a great way for me to keep in touch with everyone at home and let them see how my kids are growing, and vice versa. I want to see how my nieces and nephews are growing, and they're all over the world. So it's just a fabulous tool. So what is the bad side of social media? There is definitely a darker side to social media, and that is the side that preys on all of our insecurities. We all have that one person on Facebook, Instagram, maybe someone you went to school with who seems to have the perfect life. So they're always on expensive holidays, they're getting new cars, they've got the perfect body, they didn't put 1 pound on even after having twins, and they just seem to have the perfect life. And that's fine, that's what social media is for. They're using it in the correct way. And how you feel watching that person is no reflection on that person, it's actually a reflection on yourself, okay? So what that might make you feel is you might feel bad that you're not getting to the gym. You might feel bad that they're spending hours of arts and crafts with their kids and you don't have the time to do that because you're a working mum or you're running your own business. So it's more about observing how you feel and then setting boundaries. Again, it's nothing to do with that person. It's not being mean to that person. So it is about setting boundaries for yourself only. So how does this relate to Christmas this year? Well, right now there are thousands of people traveling home for Christmas, and there's plenty more that are living in the same cities, in the same streets, in the same area as their family. So it's not a big deal for them to meet up over Christmas. And the big thing about this is they will be documenting all of it in social media. These people may be your family as well. So you may have a brother or sister who's getting to spend Christmas with your parents and you're not there, okay? And this may be all over social media. So if this is something you already know might make you feel isolated or down, then give yourself the full permission to unfollow these people. I'm not asking you to be dramatic. You don't have to delete anyone. You don't have to make a big issue of unfriending anyone. Just unfollow them until you feel it's safe again to go back on social media. You may feel it's a conversation that you want to have with your brothers and sisters and say, like, I'm really sorry, but because I'm not there, it does feel, it might make me feel upset. It's not necessary to have that conversation if you feel it would upset somebody. Again, the most wonderful thing about social media is if you unfollow someone, they actually don't know that you've done it. So if that is something that you feel is the way that you want to go about that, then of course that's what you should do. Okay, so if you're unsure of how you're going to feel seeing those photos, because some of us, it might actually cheer us up, it might make us feel a bit more connected to be part of it, then just observe how you feel. Okay, so if you're on social media and you're seeing these photographs, observe for a second how it makes you feel. If it makes you feel delighted, if it makes you feel connected, then continue on. But if it does make you feel just a bit down and a bit isolated and a bit more lonely this Christmas, then certainly move away from that account. Just be aware, the big thing is just to be aware that you can give yourself permission to set boundaries. You are not obliged to be part of something that makes you feel a certain way, okay? And that is my tip for day 2. So that is to set healthy boundaries on social media. So I'll be back tomorrow for day 3 in my stress-free holiday 2020, and we'll be talking more about communication and how that can lead to a much better Christmas and a much better mindset for you over Christmas. So just to finish, if anybody doesn't know who I am, I'm a transformational coach. I work with busy mums and I help you to find balance in your life, more confidence, and we get rid of limiting beliefs. And just to say again, for all of January, I am doing free goal consultation. It's completely free. There's no sales at the end of it. It's literally us looking at 2020, how did it go, reflecting, and then building long lasting goals for 2021. If that's something that interests you, shoot me a PM and we can get that organized. Have a fabulous day. As I said, only 3 more sleeps to Santa. So exciting. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye.